Hey, good day, everyone. Welcome to the STEM Digital School. This is grade 4 Natural Sciences and Technology. Right, my name is Onkarabete Setswe, and today, guys, we'll be continuing with term 1 revision, basically from where we left off yesterday. All right, so um, I am doing well, thanks, everyone. And how are you guys doing? So some of you guys have asked me how I am in the group chat, and I am well, thank you. So guys, just as mentioned yesterday, that this week we will be doing revision, right? So our tests, as I said last week, sorry, yesterday, that we will be having a test week. So you guys will be writing the natural sciences and technology test on the 23rd. Okay, so that is next week, Tuesday. Okay, so next week, Tuesday, we are having a natural science and technology test. All right. And I would like the scope, guys, it comprises of everything that we did in term 1 as well as term 2. Okay, and then tomorrow I will give you guys a clearer scope as with mark allocations for each section. All right. So I see a hand. Let me just, yeah, manager, your hand is
Hi,
up.
ma'am.
Hi.
I just wanted to say hi.
Oh, okay. Hello.
How are you today?
I'm well, thanks. And yourself?
I'm good.
All right, cool. Okay, guys, so gather up your textbooks, notes, pens, pencils, and everything that you will need for the lesson so that when we start, you guys can just fast add on what you need to add on, etc., etc. Okay, so guys, yesterday we looked at living and non-living things, and we went through the key concepts and looked at living and non-living things in detail. We said that we can group things on earth as living and non-living, and that there are 7 life processes that all living things carry out. And just a quick one, what are those 7 life processes that all living things carry out? Okay, I see Michaela's hand is up. Yes, Michaela,
Hi, ma'am.
how are you?
I'm fine and you, ma'am.
I'm well, thanks.
Ma'am, the 7 life processes is breathing,
All
feeding,
right.
excreting, sensing, and also and growing.
Growing. All right. Thank you very much. So Michaela gave us 6 of the life processes. Who can tell us which one did Michaela miss? Yes, I see Jordan's hand is up. Jordan?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, so which one did Michaela miss? Which life process did Michaela miss?
Non-loving and loving.
Now remember, Jordan, the question is, what are the 7 life processes that living organisms carry out or living things carry out?
Seeds or eggs.
The 7 life processes, remember we said that plants and animals are living, right?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, and then we said that these plants and animals, as examples of living things, they have certain processes that they carry out. And Michaela mentioned that some animals, as well as humans, right, or plants, they can sense. Then living things can also breathe. Living things can also excrete. Do you remember these processes that we covered yesterday?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, so add on to these. Give me 2 more.
Uh, plants,
And what do
seeds,
plants? Okay, so we're not looking at how plants grow, okay?
Yes, ma'am.
Ma'am,
Just hold on a minute there. I will unmute you. Do not unmute yourself, okay? Do not unmute yourself, please. Thank you. Okay, Jordan, do you need help?
Yes, ma'am.
All right. Okay, so let me ask one of your classmates to help you. All right.
Yes, ma'am.
Cool. Okay. Meninja, can you help Jordan?
yes, ma'am.
All right.
So, first of all, they feed,
Okay.
they reproduce,
Yes.
they excrete,
Okay.
they move,
Mm-hmm.
sense,
All right.
grow,
Uh-huh.
and breathe.
And
That's all
what is
that
your last one? What's your last one?
I say. Breathe.
Breathe. All right, cool. Beautiful. So Meninja gave us the 7 life processes. Okay, Jordan, I hope you got that now. Okay, so remember, guys, I said you can use this acronym to basically help you remember the 7 life processes. I said it is Miss B Fig. So the M will be for movement, the R will be for reproducing, the S will be for sensing, the B for breathing, the F for feeding, the E would be for excretion, and the G would be for growing or growth. Right, so I see Carol in the group say breathing. Right, thank you very much. And that is also one of the 7 life processes. Okay, then we also mentioned that living things can die. And this is when the living things basically turn to be non-living. Okay, and then some things like seeds or eggs seem to be non-living, but they can revive again. All right. Okay. We also looked at, excuse me, we also looked at the structure of plants and animals. Okay, and what we covered there was that all plants have a basic structure of roots, stems, as well as leaves. And then we said that flowering plants also have flowers, fruit, as well as seeds. Then we can see how plants are different if we compare the size, the shape, the color of roots, stems, leaves, flowers, fruits, as well as their seeds. Then another point that we covered was that all animals have a basic structure. They all have a head, tail, body, limbs, and sense organs. Animals have different body coverings, shapes, sizes, as well as sense organs. And we can compare the different things that we see in animals. All right. Okay, I see a hand. I think it's a question. All right. Michaela?
Ma'am, not all animals have tails.
Not all animals have tails.
Yes,
All right,
ma'am.
that is correct, and that is how we can also use the tail to differentiate between animal and animal, right?
Yes, ma'am.
All right, beautiful. Okay, so I see various hands. Do you guys have questions? Okay, let's hear from you're done. You have a question, you're done?
No, ma'am.
All right, just lower your hand then. Hey, Toby, do you have a question? Toby? Okay. Meninka, do you have a question?
Not really, ma'am. It's just that um ma'am, we are also animals, but then our sense organisms are
Organs?
our
Yeah.
our hands and not our eyes or ears. Yeah.
With your hands you can touch, right?
Yes.
With your eyes you
Because
can? What can you
with
do with
our
your
eyes
eyes? Yeah,
we can see.
you can see. And then with your skin?
To our skin?
Yeah, what can you do with your skin? You can feel cold or feel hot, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, so that is also a sense organ. All
And
right.
ma'am, do you know that like when you're feeling cold, your blood is going to be warm?
That is true. So a lot of blood runs to your skin in order to keep you warm. And so that means that your veins are dilating. No, actually, they are constricting so that you do not lose a lot of warmth in your body.
Please say that again.
I'm saying that your veins in your body would constrict so that you do not lose a lot of heat. And that is why we have a lot of blood that is constricting in our veins when we are cold.
Okay.
Yeah. All right.
Yes, ma'am.
Sure. Okay, so let us continue with the work of today. So today we're looking at a new topic, that is what plants need to grow, right? So I am going to need you guys to participate. Do use the group chat, or you can raise your hand, guys, if you have a question or an answer. Okay. Toby says, ma'am, why do living things die? Wow, that is a nice question. So why do living things die? That a reason could be that they have gotten to an age that they were designed to live. For example, human beings, they usually don't outlive 120 years, I believe. And some dogs, their lifespan is around 9 to 10 years. So that is also one of the reasons why they die. Okay. And to also give others a chance, I guess. Yeah. Remember, we have a life cycle. Okay, so if you have completed your cycle, then you unfortunately die. Right. Right. So, guys, question: can you tell from this picture what plants need to grow? By looking at the picture, can you guys guess what do plants need to grow? I see Menica's hand is up. Who do we have first? Okay, Michaela is first. All right, so I'm just gonna take one hand and then the following hand, I'll take it for the next question. Okay, let's see, Michaela.
Ma'am, I think it's vegetables.
Okay, look, just reread the question again. It says, can you tell from this picture what plants need to grow? So what would those vegetables need in order to grow?
Ma'am, they'll need water, soil, and also sun.
All right, beautiful. Thank you very much.
Ma'am, and also carbon dioxide.
All right, so that is also correct. Thank you, Michaela.
You're welcome, ma'am.
Okay, so I see in the group, Dante says sunlight, water, soil, as well as air. And that is correct, guys. Those are one of the things that plants need in order to grow. So plants, guys, we know that they are living and they need the sunlight, right? They need sunlight, they need water, soil, air, etc. So guys, once we add sunlight, why do plants need sunlight? Why do plants need sunlight? Yes, Simeninke. Why do plants need sunlight?
Ma'am, the sunlight is it's their energy source.
Okay, beautiful, beautiful. So sunlight is the plant's energy source. Right, beautiful. So the plants would use the sunlight in order to grow and live, right? So they would use it in the process that we call photosynthesis, and you guys will do this process in grade 5. Okay. And then another requirement that plants need to grow, or rather here we have a picture which shows the sun, and the leaf and the caterpillar. It says that the plant leaf uses sunlight energy to make food and grow, then the caterpillar would eat the leaf. Okay. Let's see, our next requirement is water. Why do plants need water? Why do plants need water? Okay, I see Tyron's hand is up. Tyron?
Like all living things, they needed to drink and stay healthy.
All right, beautiful. So how do plants get their water?
Through the roots, and they also get nutrients through the roots.
All right, beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. Thank you very much, Tyron. Okay, so let us see the next requirement. The next requirement is air. So why would plants need air? Why would plants need air? Okay, so let's hear from Jordan. Jordan, why would plants need air?
Because they need to grow
Now remember the air. What do they use the air for?
to breathe.
All right, beautiful, to breathe. So Dante in the group also said they need the air to breathe. All right. So remember, guys, in the air we find our carbon dioxide as well as oxygen, and plants use the carbon dioxide and release oxygen. Okay, so plants also need food. Okay, and where do these plants get their food from? Where do plants get their food from? Okay, so I see Meninka's hand is up. All right. Where do plants get their food from, Meninka?
Man, plants get their from the sun.
From the sun. How do they get their food from the sun?
I don't really know, but then as the plants sense the sun, it is like they're getting the food from the sun as the sun is heating.
All right, so remember you said that the sun is an energy source for the plants, right?
Okay.
So meaning that the sun, or rather the plant is going to take in the sun or the light energy in, and then the plant again is also taking up water from the roots, okay? And it's also taking in carbon dioxide. So there is a process that is taking place and it makes its own food, okay? So when the sun is out, the plant can make its own food using all the nutrients it got from the soil, the water, as well as the carbon dioxide. All right.
I have a few plants here.
You have a few plants at home?
Yeah, it's just 3. Yeah.
Oh, okay. Did you plant them yourself?
No, my mother actually helped me.
All
And,
right, that is beautiful.
and I also did an experiment with her.
Oh,
But
that's
another experiment. All we just need is yeast.
yeast. Okay, then you will tell us all about it once you get it, ne?
Okay.
All right, beautiful, cool. Okay, so plants also need warmth and a place to live, and that place is what we call a habitat. And plants also need one way to grow, or rather, one way to grow plants is from seeds. As you heard, Monica says she has plants at home, so I believe some of the plants that she has, she got them from the seeds. And then another thing that is important here about plants is that new plants can also be grown from cuttings. If you guys remember, yesterday we spoke about buds as well as nodes or nodes, right? And you said that we can plant new plants through the buds as well as the nodes. Okay. Growing new plants. Growing new plants. Okay, so plants can generally be grown from seeds or cuttings. Okay. And then, firstly, seeds grow from the flowers and are fertilized with pollen from another flower. Fertilized seeds can then germinate to start growing into a new plant. Second point, a cutting is made when a piece of a plant, usually a stem, is cut off and the plant and is planted in new soil to start growing roots and to form a new plant. So guys, a new plant can come through if we use seeds or if we have a cutting from a stem. Okay. Then plants can also grow from shoots, which are little roots that shoot out of special places in the stem of the plant and start to grow into a new plant. Okay, so I think we have questions in the group. Let me just see. Okay, Carol says, when we are done with the test, will there be a holiday? Not yet. Michaela, ma'am, I know what is photosynthesis. It is a big name for the process of chlorophyll. It is a substance which gives the plant leaves its green color. That is correct. Chlorophyll is the substance in the leaves that gives it its green color, and it also helps absorb the sunlight. All right, Toby says, ma'am, I grow strawberries. Oh, oh, you want to grow strawberries. Okay, you can use their seeds and you can grow them. All right, just use fertilized soil and you can tell us about the process when you are done or when they start growing. Okay, so just to summarize, guys, plants need light, water, and air to grow. And then we can grow new plants from cuttings and seeds. Very much important to note that now. And then a cutting is a stem, leaf, or part of a plant that can be used to grow a new plant. All right. Then germination, this is when seeds come alive and start to grow. Then seeds need water, warmth, and air to germinate and grow. All right. So again, guys, if there is anything that you guys are copying from the slides, just indicate to me so that I go a bit slower. All right. Okay, Michaela, no, I do not know what that is. Then you can just enlighten us next. Okay, so next topic. Guys, is everyone following? Is everyone following? Do you understand what we have just covered? Please just use the yes button on the participants icon. Use the yes button on the participants icon if you are following. If you're not following, just say no. Or if you have questions, just raise your hand. Guys, I'm going to put your hands down here. I'm going to lower your hands so that those who have questions with regards to the previous topic can ask. Okay, so I see a yes. Can we get more responses, please? More responses? Are we all following? Are we all following? If you're not following, just press the no icon. Okay, so I'm guessing we are all together and we are following. All right, cool. No probs. Okay, beautiful. Cool. So guys, as I said, next topic next is habitats of animals and plants. Habitats of animals and plants. So this is the topic that just follows what we have just covered now. Next, the topic that just covers or follows rather the topic that we have just covered now. Quick question, what is a habitat? What is a habitat? What is a habitat? Okay, let's see the hands that we have. Okay. Okay, Tony, what is a habitat?
A habitat is where we live.
Is where we live. All right. Thank you very much, Tony. Great. So do we have anyone else who can tell me what is a habitat? So Kiara Fox says it's a place or area where people or animals live. All right. Let me take one more hand. Remember, guys, you can use the group chat to send through your answers, or you can alternatively raise your hand. Okay. So I just want to take new hands. I see Darish's hand is up. Let's see. Darish, what is a habitat?
It's where animals live.
All right, beautiful. Thank you very much. Okay, so guys, a habitat is a place where we find plants or animals naturally. Okay, so this is where a plant or an animal is naturally found, and that place we refer to it as a habitat. Okay, so okay, let's just finish the habitat thing and then I'll get to the questions, okay? Then plants and animals will choose where they live mostly because of water, food, as well as a climate of a specific area. Examples, plants prefer certain types of soil in a habitat to grow in. And here we have an example where a pond, right, as you guys can see in the picture there. So that is a pond and it is a natural habitat to many different animals such as fish, birds, snakes, frogs, and other small mammals. All right. Okay, so I see some questions in the group. All right. Okay, so Malik asked a question, ma'am, if the sun gives leaves so much sun, do they become, okay, I cannot see what emoji you used there because in the other slide it shows, oh no, this, okay, I see what you're talking about. The sun gives the plants any light energy, all right? Then the leaves take in that light energy and make food. Then the caterpillar would eat the leaf because it has nutrients that it needs, okay? So the caterpillar is eating the leaf as its food, all right? So the leaves do not turn to caterpillars, okay? The caterpillar is just eating the leaf. I hope you understand, Malik. All right, Carol asked, where do animals live? Or you are giving an answer. This is where animals live. I believe that is an answer to the habitat. Okay. All right. All right, Malik, beautiful. Okay, so let us move on. So we have different kinds of habitats now. So some plants and animals choose to live in the hot, dry desert, and these plants and animals do not need as much water as other types of plants. Okay, so some animals and plants live in a forest or cave habitat because they prefer cooler as well as shady areas. Other plants and animals choose to live along the shoreline where the water meets the land, and this is because they prefer a wet environment, but they are also able to live in land. Okay, so animals that live along the shoreline need to have strong bodies and protection against the waves. All right. Okay, so here we have an example of a rocky shore habitat, in the case na lagoon. Okay, so guys, water plants like to grow in or very near to rivers, lagoons, or wetlands. Then some animals choose to always be in water, and others are only sometimes in water. And then there are even animals and plants that live in the very cold regions near the Arctic poles as well as very high mountains. Examples of our aquatic animals is dolphins. So can you guys give me at least 2 examples of other animals that we find in water? Okay, so Zoe's hand is up. I'll just pick you, Zoe. 2 animals that are found in water.
Ma'am, a fish
All right.
and a jellyfish.
A jellyfish. All right. Beautiful. Thank you very much. Oh, sorry for that. You're saying thank you. Sorry for cutting you. Okay, so let us continue. Why do animals need a habitat? Why do animals need a habitat? Okay, Michaela, I see your hand is up. Why do animals need a habitat?
Ma'am, animals need habitat so that they can't get wet when it's raining, and that they can store their food like bears for the
All right.
winter and to
Okay.
stay safe from dangerous predators.
All right. Beautiful. Beautiful. Thank you very much. Yeah, so I see Dante says to live and to get shelter. So that is why animals need a habitat. And Daresh was giving an example of two animals that we also find in water. And he says it's a shark and a squid. And then Armali says the reason why animals need a habitat is so that they can live and get food and water. Very beautiful, guys. Good. So animals and plants need food, water, and shelter in their habitats, as you guys have mentioned. Animals also need a safe place to have their young. All right, so they need a safe place to have their babies and to hide from predators, just as Michaela explained. They also need a habitat so that they can escape from other dangers. Okay, so some animals rely on their habitat to escape danger, and then some animals blend in with their surroundings, and this is what we call camouflage or camouflaging. Okay, next question. Why do animals camouflage? Why do animals camouflage? Okay, so I see Zoe's hand is up. Okay, Zoe.
Ma'am, they camouflage so that they can hide from their predators or they can catch prey.
All right, beautiful. To hide from their predators and to catch prey. Tony in the group says to hide. All right, so let me hear if you guys have other answers. So thank you very much, Zoe. Meninka, your hand is up. Do you have an answer or a different answer?
No, ma'am, she was right. They do hide from their predators, and they also camouflage to get their prey. But some of the animals, like for instance, lions and cheetahs, are not very good.
Good in camouflaging.
Yes.
All right, so can you give me an example of those that are good in camouflaging?
I don't really know any.
Okay, no problem. No problem. I'll give you some examples next.
Yes, ma'am. But what are those animals that know how to camouflage onto the like, for instance, a rock? They can camouflage on that.
Do you want me to tell you the name of the animal?
Yes.
Chameleon, maybe? Is that the one that you're thinking of?
Yeah, it's a chameleon.
All right. Okay, cool.
Hi,
Oh, sorry about that. Yes, Meninka? Just unmute your mic.
Yes, the animals would think that it is a rock.
Okay, and then they won't see the animal.
Yeah.
All right, beautiful. Okay, so guys, reasons why animals camouflage. As said, the animals use camouflage to hide from predators, and animals use camouflage to hide from their prey. An example here, we have a chameleon, which can change its skin color to blend in with its surroundings. And here we have, I think it's a leopard toad, if I am not mistaken. Yes, it's a leopard toad, which its spots rather uses its spots to blend into the surroundings and hide from predators. So a toad is like a frog. Okay. So I see we have questions or answers in the group. Let me see. Malik says, ma'am, bears are lucky because they can sleep for the whole winter, but us, we have to wake up so early. Yes, Malik, the bears are very lucky to be sleeping in this cold winter. All right. Carol says to keep safe from predators, and that is an answer as to why animals camouflage. Dante says some whales can open their mouth and they might fall in. Okay, I do not understand what you wrote there, Dante. Doris says to hide from predators. Okay, so you wish you could also camouflage. You can use clothes to camouflage, all right? Okay. Right, let us move on. See what we have more. Habitat, oh my goodness. Right, okay, so we have an error on the next slide. I wanted to ask you guys something. Do you guys know what the big 5 animals are? The big 5, or rather the animals which when we say we're referring to the big 5, do you guys know their names? I see Tyron's hand is up. Let me just hear from Tyron. Yes, Tyron.
It's leopard, lion, elephant, buffalo, and rhino.
All right, beautiful. Thank you very much for that. Okay. So now we can move on to the next slide. Okay, so the topic of the next slide says habitats of indigenous animals in South Africa. So South Africa is very well known for its big 5, and Tyron just helped us identify the big 5. We said it's elephant, buffalo, rhino, lion, as well as the leopard. So it is indigenous. These animals are indigenous to South Africa. Okay. So we also have other animals and plants which are found in South Africa, and some of these animals are actually what we call the national animals. Can you guys give me examples of the national animals? So when we speak about national animals, we're talking about the animals which we find on our notes, or the animals which we find on coins, etc. Okay, so let me see if I have anyone who hasn't answered. Okay, Dante says, ma'am, can an elephant kill you? I haven't heard of a scenario where elephants have killed people. They're very kind animals. Okay, so Carol in the group chat says, springbok. Thank you very much, Carol. Okay, so let's see, do you have in your hand? Okay, let's hear from Jordan. Jordan?
Yes, ma'am.
Can you give us some examples of the national animals that we find besides the big 5?
Elephants can kill lions and leopards and tigers.
So elephants kill lions and tigers.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, so elephants are not carnivores. Okay, so they do not kill other animals, all right? Okay, thank you very much, Jordan. Okay, so let's hear from Meningle. Yes, Meningle, can you give us some examples of the national animals we find in South Africa?
Okay. A jackal.
A jackal. Wow, okay, thank you very much for the answer. Okay, let's hear if Zoe has a different answer. Zoe?
Hello, ma'am.
Oh, hi, this is Tyron. Okay, wait, Zoe has to answer,
Yes.
Tyron. Yes, Zoe?
There's a question from
I think it's the kudu
Okay.
and impala.
All right, thank you very much for your answer, Zoe.
Welcome, ma'am.
Thank you. Right, so guys, some of the national animals include the blue crane, and I believe you can find the blue crane on some coins. I'm not sure if it's the 5-cent coin or the Yeah, it's one of the coins that we have in South Africa. And then we have a springbok. I think it was Carol who mentioned in the group that a springbok is also one of the national animals. And here we have the blue crane on this picture here, and here we have the springbok, which we also find on the coin. I think it's a 2 rand coin where we find the springbok. Yeah? And Springbok is also the name of our national rugby team. Okay. Then other animals and plants found in South Africa include, so we also have some national plants in South Africa. Can you guys give me some examples of national plants that we find in South Africa? Okay, Zoe, I see your hand is up first. Okay.
The king protea. And yeah, I think that's all I know.
All right, cool. So today you'll know more, né? Okay, so in the group, Michaela says yellowwood. Carol also said yellowwood. Litlotlo says the big yellowwood. Daresh says, I believe that was supposed to be Protea. Dante also wanted to write Protea, but okay. And we also mentioned the yellowwood tree. All right, guys, so you are correct. We have the king Protea. We also have the yellowwood tree. And here is a picture of the Protea. And Protea is also the name of our national cricket team. They are also called the Proteas. Okay. All right, so key concepts for the topic that we have just covered is that habitat, this is a place where a plant or animal mostly lives. Then we say that there are different kinds of habitats such as grassland, forest, river, sea, as well as a desert. Then some animals need a habitat for food, water, shelter, and to raise their young babies or to escape from danger. So guys, that brings us to the end of today's lesson. Tomorrow, guys, we will be covering structure of plants and animals, as well as matter and materials. We will be going through materials around us. So this is a topic that we had already done last week. So we're gonna just be quick around materials around us and just see where we stop there. As mentioned, guys, you are required to make your summaries or notes and also just revise these topics. Okay, so you are required to make summaries and notes and also revise these topics and prepare any questions that you have for class. So I see Michaela is requesting for homework. Wow, okay. Okay, I will give you guys homework tomorrow, and that should also help you for your test on Thursday. Okay, so remember, next week Thursday we are writing a test, and you need to study term 1 as well as term 2's work for your test. And tomorrow again, I will give you guys the mock allocations for each topic. All right. Okay, so the helpful links and some textbooks that we utilized for this lesson is the Natural Sciences and Technology Siavula textbook, which you can get on the Thunderbolts Kids website, as well as the Via Africa Natural Sciences and Technology textbook, which is available on Snaplify for free. Okay. So guys, thank you very much for joining in the lesson. If you do have any questions, you can email the school at stemdigitalschool@africateamgeeks.co.za, or you can email me alternatively. All right. Thank you very much, guys. Enjoy your day further. Good day and goodbye.